welcome back to Coffee Talk. We're up to part 10 already. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'm finding it very, very enjoyable. I'm very excited for the second one to come out, which is probably going to be in about a month's time, I think. So hopefully we'll have the series done by then, so we can get straight into Coffee Talk too. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Let's see how the rest of the game goes. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you'll give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yeah. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it'll make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Tanny, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. Wasn't it for you then? What? You're helping them here? What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How did she find out? You remember my fatal meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realised immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favourite. Our favourite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Okay, so we could do anything here. I feel like we should try and learn a new recipe or something. So, try and avoid something that we've done before. Just so we can try and get some more, like, different options. Okay, so we've got tea. What if we do a mint? And then maybe a milk? Or maybe a cinnamon. Let's try that. See what that gives us. Mint cinnamon tea. Okay, we can serve that. Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Okay, so let's do coffee. Now, she said a little bit of ginger, so... maybe we just add in some milk. Or maybe we should have done like 2 coffee and a ginger. Okay, let's try... can I even do 2 coffee? I can. Maybe that would be better. Oh, that's something new. Let's serve that. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah, pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you're not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed it. Where's Danny? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please, let me take a breath. Here, please, drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes, I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here is the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Tanny. It's nothing really. But do you think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you gonna do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But, wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI, UX. It must be fun to finish working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DNA. NDA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that like a dream job for some people? That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pictures, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pictures, only a handful got approved for prototyping, and so far none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realised. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house. I definitely won't say no. And that's the end of part 10 of Coffee Talk. I'm really enjoying this. It's really nice. I hope that they have a nice vacation away. I really feel like I need a vacation. Vacations are good. It's important to take time to rest. But I will see you guys at the next part. See you next time. Bye.